Hi, Happy New Year. I'm Amy. Today is not about punishing yourself or making up for anything. This is not a new year, new you kind of practice. This is a nice gentle reset. So we're going to be clearing out any of the old year with kindness and setting an intention for how we want to feel in 2026. Not what you want to achieve, but how you want to feel. We'll do some gentle movement breathing and a moment to reflect at the end. Let's begin with this year, I think, with a little bit more care and kindness towards ourselves. So let's begin by coming to a comfortable seat. So come to cross-legged, or you can come into a kneeling position. However you feel good. You can sit up on a cushion if that feels good too. And just get yourself comfortable. Once there, sit up nice and tall, close down your eyes. Let your hands rest on your knees or in your lap. And to begin with, just going to take a few moments just to land. You might have had a busy few days, weeks. Sometimes the new year or the thought of a new year can be overwhelming. So just letting any thoughts or feelings that pop up just come without judgment. Good. Okay. Before we start to move, let's take 3 deep breaths. So breathing in through your nose. And then exhaling, letting anything from this past year go. Good. Breathing in. Exhaling, looking forward to the year to come. Final breath, breathing in. And then as you breathe out, grounding yourself in the here and now. Just taking a few more seconds just to ground yourself. Good. And then when you're ready, we're going to take some movement in our neck and shoulders, because this is where we usually hold all the stress, all the tension, any overwhelm or anxiety that you're starting to feel. So just slowly drop your right ear to your right shoulder. Nice and slowly. Come back to center and then drop your left ear to your left shoulder. Good. Let's do that once more each side. So right ear, right shoulder. Coming up through center, nice and slow movements here. Left ear to left shoulder. Good. Coming back to center and just drop your chin towards your chest, nice and slowly. Just enough so that you can feel a nice stretch down the back of your neck. Keep trying to sit up nice and tall here. Try not to round your back or slump. I know it's hard when you're tired. Good. Slowly bring your head back to center. And then let's start to take some movements with our shoulders. So lift them up towards your ears and then roll them back. Again, you might be feeling some tightness here. Maybe you've been holding on to a bit of tension, a bit of stress. Good. And then roll them the other way. So roll them up and forwards. Good. And then take a breath in and lift your shoulders to your ears, so really scrunching them up. And then as you breathe out, you're going to drop them down. So again, breathing in, scrunching your shoulders up, make it a little bit uncomfortable, and then sigh out as you drop them. Good. Once more, breathing in, scrunching your shoulders up, and then sigh out, dropping them down. Good. Roll over your knees and let's come to a tabletop position. So wrists under shoulders, knees under hips. And then you're going to drop your belly, so you're arching your back, lift your chest and your chin. And then you're going to take a deep breath in for cow pose. And then as you breathe out, you're going to round your spine, bringing your chin towards your chest, pushing into the ground, pulling your belly button in for cat. Good. Breathing in for cow pose, dropping your belly, shining your chest forward. Exhaling for cat, really rounding your spine here, pushing into the ground. Good. Breathing in for cow. Feeling this lovely movement in your spine. Good. Exhaling for cat. Good. One more round. Inhaling for cow pose. Feeling that lovely stretch across the front of your chest. And then exhaling for cat. Feeling a stretch across the top of your shoulders. Good. And then come back to a neutral spine. And then you're going to tuck your toes and lift your hips up and back for downward facing dog. So once you're here, just drop one knee towards the earth, then the other, pedaling your legs out. Just taking a few moments just to work into our dog. Knees can be bent, feet do not have to be flat to the floor. Once you're done, let's come to stillness. Let's take 3 deep breaths. Good. And then you're going to drop your knees back down to the mat. Bring your knees together, or you can bring your big toes to touch and your knees as wide as the yoga mat, whatever feels good for your hips this morning. And then sink your hips back towards your heels. Forehead to the mat, stretching your arms forwards for child's pose. 3 deep breaths here. Good, pushing yourself back up to tabletop. And then tucking your toes, hips up and back, downward facing dog. Another few breaths here, downward facing dog. Good, dropping your knees to the mat. Sinking your hips down and back for child's pose once more. Forehead to the mat. Take some deep breaths. Feeling your belly expanding across your legs. Good, pushing back up to downward facing dog. So tucking your toes, hips up and back. Good. And take a deep breath in. And then as you breathe out, step, tiptoe, walk, however you want to get there, your feet to the top of the mat. So you're in a forward fold. And then taking a deep bend in your knees, take a deep breath in. You're going to swing your arms out and up. So your arms are above your head. And then as you breathe out, releasing your arms down by your sides. So let's take some gentle movement now with our breath. So inhale, arms out and up. As you breathe out, fold forward. So sweeping your arms out and down. Inhale, bring your palms to your shins, flatten your back for halfway lift. And then as you breathe out, fold forward. Deep breath in as we sweep our arms out and up, palms touching, and then exhaling, arms down by our sides. Good. Let's do another round. Breathing in, arms out and up, palms touch. Exhale to fold forward. Inhale for halfway lift, so palms to your shins. Let your shoulders melt down your back. Exhale to fold. And then deep breath in, so we come all the way back up to stand, palms touch. And then as you breathe out, arms down by your sides. Good. Let's just take a moment just to check in, see how you feel. Are you already starting to feel better by taking some deep breaths into your body? Maybe just by getting a little bit of movement in. Maybe you've not moved much the last few days. Good. Okay, we're going to come down to a comfortable seat now. So you can come down however that feels good for you. And just make sure you're nice and comfortable because we're going to be here for the next few moments. So once there, lift your crown up towards the sky. Hands on your knees or in your lap. When you're ready, close down your eyes. And in a moment, we're going to do a little intention setting meditation. But before we do that, let's just get comfortable where we are. Not thinking about the year that's been. And not for the moment thinking about the year to come. I just want you to be in the here and now, sitting wherever it is that you're sitting. Just bringing your attention to your breath. Any thoughts that pop up, just let them come and go like clouds in the sky. So staying where you are with your eyes closed. Let's begin our intention setting. I'm going to ask you a question, and I want you to think about the answer to this question without overthinking it. How do you want to feel this year? Not what you want to do, not what you want to achieve. I just want you to have a think about what you want to feel in the next coming year. How do you want to feel in your body, in your days, in your life? Peaceful, energized, connected, joyful, free? Let one word or feeling come to you. Now imagine what it would feel like if you already felt that way. How would you move through your day, and how would you treat yourself? Take a deep breath and imagine breathing that feeling into your whole body. Let it fill you up. And you can return to this feeling at any time you need it. Keeping your eyes closed, bring your hands together in front of your heart and bow your head to your heart. Whatever your intention was, you just planted it. Now it's just about tending to it with small, kind actions. Thank you for starting your year with me. Happy 2026. If you really enjoyed this little practice, please subscribe. I'll be sharing lots more short little practices in the next few weeks. I'm so glad you decided to come and practice here today, and I will see you again very soon.